Hello everyone, I'm Digital Halo, and today we have a guide on how to beat the Cornish Pixie's Defense Against the Dark Arts exam at any difficulty. Obviously, if you have lower level cards, it's going to be harder and it might take you a few tries, but if you have around level 7-ish cards, you should be able to take on the A-level exams. The A-level exams have a recommended spellbook of level 90, which is kind of crazy, but it fits. It's a pretty hard exam. And the A+ level exam has a recommended spellbook level of 120, which is absolutely ridiculous and tells you something about the difficulty of these exams. If you like this sort of content and want more guides for exams in the future, please swish and flick the subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. Let's talk about the deck we're going to be using, starting with companions. As far as companions, Hermione's the only really useful one I could think of, and apart from that, you want to use Cassandra and Lottie Turner. Hermione's useful because she copies Howler, and we're going to get into why that's really important in just a second. Let's talk cards now. The cards I'm using are mostly level 9, and I have a couple level 10 cards as well. Your go-to card will be Howler in this exam because although it says the Pixies are immune to CC, they are not immune to fear. And apart from that, Confringo is great damage. Incendio is great damage if you're in a corner. The other spells are just rotation spells until you get back to Howler and Confringo. Foopers are a really good card if you're in a pinch and you need the fear to revive your allies. Let's go over some recommendations on how to really beat this exam. The first thing I'd recommend is don't use back-to-back Howlers with Prior Incantado. Wait till one of the Howler effects ends and then use a Prior Incantado with the Howler. My second tip is the Pixie Cage needs to be used on Pixies close to you first because they are the immediate threat. Third tip is revive the NPCs as soon as possible because they will revive you in case you die. A huge thing that helps here is using Howler on top of yourself while you revive so you don't get hurt while reviving them. My fourth tip is have everybody in one place by using Sidelong Apparition because it's easier to defend everyone when they're all in one place. If you have Sidelong Apparition in your opening hand, it makes it so much easier, but it's not needed. Preferably, you have everybody in a corner because the Pixies can only come at you from 90 degrees if you're in a corner, but if you're in the center of the map, they can come at you from all 360 degrees, and that's not great, because that means more Pixies will be attacking you. The first Sidelong Apparition you use can't be used to get everybody to a corner because you have to move everybody together first, but the second Sidelong Apparition you use can be used to move everybody to a corner. And after that, every Sidelong Apparition you use will be used to move them from one corner to the other corner when there starts being a lot of Pixies in the corner you're in right now. We're going to watch me do this challenge yesterday, and I'm going to comment on some things I could have done differently, but if you want a no comment version of this clip, I will have a bookmark to when you can skip to that, so you don't have to hear me talk while I take on these Pixies. Let's start the exam. We want Sidelong Apparition in our opening hand. Let's see if we get it. Nope. Let's use Foopers because right now there's not as many Pixies and they're not going to die as fast. We need to use Howler to make sure Robin stays safe. We should have used Hermione with that Howler, but that's okay. We're going to use the Howler again because we still don't have Sidelong Apparition. Let's use the cage to get some Pixies in our cage, and now we have Sidelong Apparition. Let's go ahead and apparate everybody to the same place. Now we can keep everybody safe much easier. So let's go ahead and Confringo when we get put down by the Pixies. What the heck? Confringo into Hermione. Perfect. That does a ton of damage, and we should be able to capture a ton of Pixies now. A lot of them are at like 0 health. Let's use Foopers for some more fears so we don't die. Capture some Pixies, and we have our Howler. Okay, we're dead, but they're reviving us really fast. That's perfect. Let's go and use some Howlers to keep ourselves safe. And let's capture some Pixies. Perfect. We might want to use Sidelong Apparition to get out of all the Pixies here and go to a corner. Perfect. And now we want to use Expelliarmus just to rotate. And our next play is either going to be Broomstick or our Foopers. We need to revive our buddy here. Foopers are out, and hopefully they start fearing as soon as possible. We're going to put down Cassandra here and probably use Confringo to do a ton of damage so we can start capturing some Pixies. Howler's coming up, which is really good because a lot of us are dying. Let's go ahead and revive our ally. Howler helped us revive him in relative safety, capturing a ton of Pixies there. We're almost done. We can use Sidelong Apparition to dip out of this corner whenever we think it's dangerous. We should probably go and do that soon. Oh, our buddy's dead. We need to revive him. Now we're in 2 different corners. That's not great, but we're almost done with the challenge. Just 10 more pixies. Okay. I need to get revived now. Perfect. Boopers might be a good idea here. And I think we can just win by capturing some pixies. Let's go and try that out. We need 4 more pixies to capture. And let's revive our ally. Confringo should be good here. And now we can just capture some dead pixies, hopefully. Confringo's good. Let's capture some pixies. Perfect. That's it. We died, but we won.
Just another example. Oh, this isn't what the book said. Along after it. Keep going. You've got this. Sally on. The mobiles. Pulver. The mobiles. Look at them. Don't even fall. Confringo. Howler. Side along apparition. Emotions.
Is that a skillful entrance? I hope so. Is that all?
Pulver. Emotions. Confringo.
With your help is
Confringo. Emotions.